riding alone, yeah. Now, I got paper and I ain't gon' chase you, baby. I'm gon' take you down. Now, come on, shake it, baby. Turn that around. I'm like, oh, my Lord.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Jets going up against the Chiefs. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go!
The first carry now. This is Lacey. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. A look at the starting side for the offense and Brandon Marshall.
I think the thing that impresses me most about Brandon Marshall is his strength. How he runs his routes, how he wins against defensive backs downfield, how it's so tough to keep him from getting the football.
He lost two there, and it's third down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
Throwing, Hundley. Taking a shot here for Marshall. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Rob Parker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back to throw, Smith. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
It's Smith. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And it's possible that today the most important group could be the linebackers.
Yeah, the second level, as we like to call them, right? Defensive front has to control things, but the linebackers, they do more than clean up. They help create big plays.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now Hundley. Raduna's got it, complete. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They run. It's Lacy. Big Eddie Lacy denied on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too caught.
Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1?
Lacy hit. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And he hits his running back, Matt Forte. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Following that long gain. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Second down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. They'll run. This is Lacy. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here we go.
Hundley a sneak. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Here we go with Lacy. They tried to pound it in with Lacy. He comes up short, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
There are so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Smith finding time. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's Smith setting up the screen for West. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. After the run, Smith going to throw. They complete it to Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
This fielded at the 2. And New York set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. One back is Lacey. Throwing, Hundley. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now Hundley. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And then you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. Marshall will be the lone receiver right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the 1st down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Smith turns and gives to West. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Chiefs a 1st down.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10. And in this case, they did it really successfully.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, Smith. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We're back to Arrowhead after this. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Got an open man, it's a noon one. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking to throw. It's complete. It's Forte. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This will be taken at the 10. Whoa! It still won't go down. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across.
Defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st down, it's Smith setting up the screen for West. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Play action. It's Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. New York set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They begin the drive with Lacey. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. They stay on the ground on 1st down with Lacey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a low-scoring affair. 6-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Tyreek Hill on the return. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. And they get 28 yards on that one. Good enough for a Kansas City 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
To throw on second down is Smith. Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Macklin. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jeremy Macklin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly. And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes. He went all the way into the end zone. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now a handoff. Here's Lacey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And I tell you what, partner, I think this guy's going to like running behind his new offensive line.
I agree with you, and you can never have enough good runners. They usually provide a nice little spark with their new team.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On second down, Lacey. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
But it's not been the best game for him. But he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Chiefs are going to have the first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school that one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first and 10, Smith eluding the pressure right. They complete it to Hill. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And, boy, he can get hurt.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd.
Under. Set,
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the first-rounder, Darren Lee. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Back to throw, Smith. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Here's Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look, credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Five yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. Throwing is Smith. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Bruce Carter in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now, defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith looking for the out route. It's complete to Macklin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And now a first down following that long gain. A shotgun snap for Smith. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Now it's Smith setting up the screen for West. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Charkandrick West, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now it's Jackson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Lacey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play. Be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Throwing, Hundley. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go.
They run again with Jackson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They give the tackle there to Chris Jones, the rookie.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. They still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go.
On the keeper, it's Hundley. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On the ground, it's West again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
8 yards still remaining here on 3rd down.
Hey, blue 45.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Oh, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Jets take possession. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Lacy. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And that's a real risky play call to run it here with time being such a major factor. They need points here and fast.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Now Hundley completes it to Matt Forte. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Jackson. A strong running. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Anunua's got it, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Fresh set of downs here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This one from 35 yards away. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout, but still a tough one to swallow.